Hey everybody, welcome to Movie Update. I'm your host this week, Anthony, and we have a lot to talk about. So, as everybody knows, this week we got the first teaser trailer of Avengers Age of Ultron, and I can say personally, I was very excited for it. But, there's more to come than that. You see, also released with the big buzz of this trailer was a website article that announced all the listings of upcoming Marvel and DC movies coming out in the next few years. So, as we all know, Avengers Age of Ultron hits theaters May 1st, 2015. But we're also getting two more movies coming out in 2015 for Marvel. Is Ant-Man, which we're all interested in the speculation of how Paul Rudd is going to play this role, and the Fantastic Four reboot, which we've all heard a lot of news on, and we're interested to see how it's going to come. In 2016, February, Deadpool. We're finally getting a Deadpool movie. Ryan Reynolds is coming back to play Deadpool like he played in Wolverine Origins. May 6, 2016 is Captain America Civil War, which, as we all know, there's contract negotiations going on with Robert Downey Jr. to reprise his role as Iron Man in that movie. So we all know, we'll kind of get the hint of what that storyline is going to be like. May 27, 2016 is X-Men Apocalypse, which will focus on the cast from First Class. It's way back, I think in the 70s still. November 4th is Doctor Strange, which there really isn't a lot of news on yet. But November 11, 2016 is Sinister Six, which there are rumors right now going around that it might be a soft reboot, which means there's rumors it might be a new Spider-Man, and if this new Spider-Man gets good feedback from fans and from critics, that means come time for Spider-Man 3, Amazing Spider-Man 3, we might not see Andrew Garfield reprise that role. Which, to me, is a shame, but, movies. 2017, we have a big lineup from Marvel. A lot of movies coming out that year. Not a lot of information yet, but we know there's rumored to be a Venom movie, a female Spider-Man movie, which I'm not sure if that's supposed to fit in the universe or just be a standalone movie. But those right now are rumored. March 3rd is another Wolverine sequel, which I'm a huge Wolverine fan, and I'm excited to see where he's going next. And personally, I don't think those movies are that bad. Origins, okay, that one I'll give you guys, that was pretty bad. But The Wolverine, I think, was a great movie, and I think they can keep working on it. May 5th, 2017 is Guardians of the Galaxy 2. I saw that over the summer when it came out, and I think a lot of people will agree that was just a fun movie. It was fun to see, it was fun to experience, and I'm excited to see where they'll take the sequel. July 14, 2017, we get a sequel to Fantastic Four. Right now it's slated, but if the reboot itself back in 2015 doesn't do good, we might not see a sequel. But I think Marvel kind of has their bearings and they know what they're doing now, so I think we'll be in good shape. July 28, 2017 is Thor's third standalone movie, is Ragnarok. November 3rd is Black Panther. Now, as everybody knows, Black Panther, a lot of his story has to do with the vibranium, which is also what Captain America's shield is made out of. So I'm interested to see how they might connect him into Avengers. Now we go on to 2018 in the Marvel Universe. We get Amazing Spider-Man 3. Of course, not a lot of information is known about that yet. We don't even know if the same Spider-Man is going to be played by Andrew Garfield. But we do know, big news, May 4th, 2018 is when we get Avengers Infinity War Part 1. There was actually already a short teaser released of Thanos holding the Infinity Gauntlet with all the stones inside it. This is going to be huge. I think it's going to destroy any records that any movie is holding right now. And I'm excited to see that. July 6, 2018, we get Captain Marvel. Followed by November 2nd is Inhumans. And then we jump right into 2019, May 3rd, Avengers Infinity War Part 2, which will, pretty much be the complete ending of the Avengers. That'll be sad to see, but I'm happy we have a lot of things to watch along the way. And Marvel seems to have a really strong lineup going for them. Any kind of Marvel movie coming out seems to be great so far. So now we move over to the other side. and we get DC. Now, DC has not been around as long as Marvel as far as in the cinema world. So not as big of a giant as Marvel is, but they're trying to work their way up, and they're pumping out a lot of movies in the next few years. Of course, everybody knows 2016 we're getting Batman vs. Superman: Dawn of Justice. Now, originally this movie was supposed to be slated to come out the exact same weekend as Captain America: Civil War. I always thought that was a mistake. I'm happy someone in their studio finally realized, what are we doing here? We can't compete with Marvel at this point. So they actually bumped their movie up to March 25th, 2016. So that's when we're getting the Dawn of Justice movie. August 5th, 2016, we're getting Suicide Squad. Not a lot of information is known about that yet. I'm not sure if it's going to tie into the complete DC universe as far as Justice League is concerned and all that. It might just be its own standalone movie. We jump into 2017 now. 2017, June 23rd, Wonder Woman gets her own standalone movie. It's still going to be reprised from Gal Gadot, and she's going to be Wonder Woman in Dawn of Justice. November 17, 2017 is Justice League Part 1. It's not confirmed yet if that's going to be the actual name or they're going to give it a title later on, or right now it's just filed as Part 1. 2018, we get a couple more standalone movies from the DC Universe. Flash gets a standalone March 23rd. Aquaman gets a standalone July 27th. April 5th, 2019, Shazam. We get a Shazam movie. Now, it's not confirmed, but right now there are rumors that they want to get The Rock, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, to play Black Adam in the Shazam movie. The Rock started off rough as an actor, but he has been nothing but gold ever since a few years ago. So if he's to play Black Adam, I'm excited to see that happen. June 14, 2019, we have Justice League Part 2. Now, again, that's probably not going to be the name. They're probably going to give it an actual name as it gets closer and they write the script for it. But right now it's slated. That's the second part of the Justice League movie. April 3rd, 2020. We're getting all the way into 2020 now. We have Cyborg, who gets a standalone movie. And then June 19, 2020, Green Lantern gets a standalone movie, and that will be a reboot from the Ryan Reynolds movie we got a few years ago. Now, based on these lists alone, we can see that Marvel, for the next few years, has a lot more movies lined up, but DC is looking even further into the future. They got movies already slated for 2020. Marvel didn't even touch that yet. The only thing I can assume on that is because by then, Marvel's already hitting the end of its third phase. There's really not much more to do after that. And DC started later, so they still have a lot more to cover in later years. That's it for the first episode of Movie Update. I hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you next week.